welcome to the WNBA on 2K Sports. Tonight, it'll be the Chicago Sky going up against the Los Angeles Sparks. From the 2K booth with Brian Banafitendi and Tim Swartz, I'm Blake Suniga. Thanks for coming along. And Tim, what do you think the best coaches, the title-winning coaches, have in common?
The first trait I believe a championship coach has, the ability to calm the team. There are so many tense moments in the regular season and playoffs. To have a head coach who can steady the ship, it really allows their team to play cool.
Well, for me, it's about bringing out the best in your team, because a great coach will find ways for players to have career years. And above all else, they believe in their players.
And she shows the focus there, nails the technical. And the Sparks with possession here. Pass to Parker. The shot from the low post is good.
A potent competitor inside the paint. You can usually count on Parker to produce inside.
Here's Copper. Beyond the arc. Right between the eyes.
No matter who it is, that kind of D isn't going to cut it.
Lets it go from deep. Rebounded by Parker. Here's Copper. That's tipped. Williams with the steal. Pass to Ogumake. It's good, and she makes her first shot of the game.
I just love that rugged attitude from Ogumake. She carries herself with an unwavering confidence.
And Vandersloot gets it to go.
Yeah, you might not think of her as a true ace from three-point range, but the shot was there for her.
Tries from 10. That one off the back iron and out. A baseline J. Rebound by the Sparks. Pass to Williams.
Right here.
To the inside. And that one's good. Ogumake.
Standing at 6'2", Ogumake isn't a tree inside, but she is as good of a leaper as you'll see. That really helps her finish.
And Vandersloot gets it to go. And first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. And Williams gets it to go.
Yeah, a mindful decision maker. Gray always knows where she is on the court and what's around her.
Nneka Ogumake, the 2018 MVP, she gives you so much on the floor. A really strong finisher with the ball in her hands, and very clever in how she gets the shot off inside.
Here's Ruffin Pratt. Here's Parker. Rejected by Cheyenne Parker.
Well, long arms and top-notch awareness make Parker the quality shot blocker she is.
Here's Stevens. It's good, and she makes her first shot of the game. And with Ogumake, her efficiency is what stands out.
You know, arguably the most efficient scorer in the league, has always kept a very high field goal percentage, even with increased volume. And she's just as consistent a power forward you can ask for.
Courtney Vandersloot for three. The shot, no good. And it's the Sparks the other way. To the middle, Ogumake. Score the basket, her fourth, and she's only missed one of her 5 shots tonight.
She is one of the best when it comes to making the sweet lead pass.
Courtney Vandersloot for three. Her 5th miss. Now 2 for 7 from the floor. Pass to Gray. And she drops in the layup off glass.
Using a soft touch and a purposeful offensive approach, Gray's able to finish around the basket in a variety of ways.
It's good from beyond the arc. The Sparks leading. Williams with it, guarded by Quigley. Count the basket.
Well, an extension of the coach on the floor, Gray's outstanding court vision makes her a true point guard.
And Vandersloot gets it to go.
These defenders are putting up very little resistance to the three-point shot.
And it's killing them. 4 of the last 5 makes coming from long range.
Gray outside. Parker. Outside Williams. Takes the three. Rough and Pratt. Shot's good.
This game is off to a flying start.
Yeah, we're seeing some high-octane offense from both sides. This is much-watched basketball.
Let's hope they keep it up.
Here's Williams. Banked in off the glass.
But defensively, they've been unable to shut down the most important part of the court, Brian, the middle.
Yeah, and the point totals in the paint are tilted heavily against them now. Yeah, she's been off her game this quarter, just hasn't been able to get a whole lot to go down.
That's good, and it's Candace Parker with the assist.
Everything's going according to plan for them offensively so far. Coaching staff has got to be impressed.
And I'm impressed. I mean, the shots have been falling, that's for sure. They're scoring with confidence. Another way she can hurt you. Vandersloot can drive off that, but decided to pull up. Good idea.
Here's Parker. The basket's coming early and often in the first quarter. Sparks ahead. They lead by 4. And back in a moment as we'll get... And the first quarter in the books, second about to get underway. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Sparks. Guys?
It's been a well-oiled machine on offense for them so far.
And they've kept the ball moving and their opponents chasing it. You know, it's kind of like a dog chasing their tail, just can't get enough. That's how they've piled up the points.
Yeah, she'll be disappointed with herself. That's one she expects to make.
Here's Williams. Goes to the reverse layup and drops it in.
They've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
Everybody always thinks it's passing that gets you assists, but also their movement off the ball, it's created those opportunities.
Count it.
Another good pass, impressive offensive execution from them.
Yeah, passing has kept the defense off balance. 4 straight field goals made off the assist.
You know, Augustus continues to impress me with her scoring ability. So tough to guard. There's a reason why she's been named to so many All-Star teams.
2 points. That one goes in.
Great teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
They're playing as one. 5 straight baskets resulting from assists.
Great team basketball.
Terrific pass. You know, under the double team, it's great to see her stay as cool as she did.
Well, Augustus has many offensive capabilities, but I'm a fan of her consistency.
Yeah, Simone brings the same effort and intensity game in and game out. Averages double-digit points like it's a walk in the park. But trust me, it's not. And really, teammates can always rely on her for a pick-me-up type of performance.
And guys, do you think individual defense is getting easier to measure with player tracking and advanced stats, or is it still mostly about the eye test?
Well, at the end of the day, I think the eye test will always be more valuable than what any stat or graph will tell you. And look, I'm all for analytics helping the game, but I just think defense is one of those things you have to see to believe.
Yeah, I agree, Brian. I think really defensive rating is fine for measuring team defense. But as far as individual defense, we're still a ways away. When you start bringing up defensive win shares and steal percentages, most fans just don't know what you're talking about. Just phenomenal dribbling skills. It helps Courtney Vandersloot finish drives despite being well under 6 feet.
Sykes with the bucket.
And it's pretty hard not to notice the difference in the passing of these 2 teams today.
Yeah, I mean, when you look at the stats monitor, there's a stark discrepancy. When you look at the assist column, and you see that difference as far as fluidity in their respective offenses, too.
Now a timeout called by Chicago.
Well, guys, it's always been inspiring to see players like Sykes excel after enduring major injuries. Sykes had 2 just 10 months apart, but she rehabbed and she got back to playing great basketball.
So it's the Sparks now. So the whistle blows on the shot. 2 free throws for the contact there. And thinking beyond what Sykes' injuries did to her on the court, she learned a lot of off the court as well.
No doubt. She learned maturity and patience during her tough times recovering. And after her character was put to the test, she became much more mentally strong, and I think the injury helped Brittany become who she really is.
And once again, off the mark by Chicago.
They've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but in the rebounding numbers, too.
Yeah, it's been a gritty performance and a physical brand of basketball, but hey, that's how you win.
Bring your lunch pail.
And Ogumake gets it to go.
All the scoring in tight is coming at that end of the court.
They've found holes in the D, and they're really exploiting them.
Inside. That's in, coming off an assist from Candace Parker.
They're going on a nice little run here.
And getting to the rack has been the key. They're getting point-blank looks time and time again.
It's good.
Powered by speed and a never-back-down attitude, DeShields is able to not only drive, but hit those tough shots.
And a foul called on the shot. Got her on the way up that time, so she'll shoot two.
Well, Simone has accomplished so much in this league. It's hard to keep track at this point. I mean, you look at the multiple WNBA titles, you look at the Finals MVP, the all WNBA teams. I mean, there are few things that she hasn't done.
And in this second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. Pass to Gulic. A strong finish under heavy pressure from the defense. And while Augustus has had quite the career, none of it has come easy.
Yeah, with scoring, rebounding, three-pointers, and more, she's worked to be the ultimate difference maker. I appreciate her competitive fire that's driven her to such great heights.
Here's the teardrop, and it's good on the lay-in.
The teardrop. It's a hard shot to perfect. Augustus has spent tons of time to hit those shots.
And out of bounds, the Sparks will take it.
That is an unforced error if I've ever seen one, guys. Just not an ideal pass.
Timeout called the Sky. One player who's been getting it done, Nneka Ogumake.
She's been attacking the rim with ferocity. They have to do a better job of keeping her out of the paint, or they're going to pay for it.
Off the inbound. Doesn't go that time. Some solid defense from Cheyenne Parker. And the basket by Copper.
Offensively, they've dialed down the three-point attempts here in the second.
I'd actually like to see them go back outside. They've been shooting well from long range.
Gray outside. Here's Sykes. Yes! Great play by Chelsea Gray to set it up.
She's coming to life after a slow start in the first quarter.
Here's Quigley. Gulic with the rebound.
A real defensive lapse there. She's not a player you can leave open for a jump shot. They're lucky she didn't punish her there.
Out of bounds, it'll be the Sparks ball.
There's no excuse for that turnover. That's just a straightforward pass gone wrong.
Here's Gray. They lead by 20, and that's the most we've seen. Puts it up from 17. The rebound by the Sky. On the wing, Allie Quigley, guarded by Augustus.
Easily over 40% from three-point land the last couple of seasons. Quigley is an elite shooter. You can't let her get going.
With 2 seconds left. And there's the nice layup by Ogumake.
Nice accurate pass right into the middle.
And through one half, it hasn't even been close. And welcome back as we begin the second half. So far, not a tightly contested game, but anything can happen. Courtney Vandersloot has been sensational.
She put on a show from three-point range in the first half. We'll see if the halftime break has any cooling effect on her.
Well, we'll soon find out because I guarantee they're going to keep feeding her the rock beyond the arc until she does cool off.
Gray outside. Just 5 on the clock. He squares up and sinks it.
Double team, triple team, zone defense, something. I mean, you got to figure out a way to shut her down.
Quigley, Gray defending. Quigley's shot is off.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason they have absolutely just controlled this game.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the scoreboard. They've taken the initiative for sure.
And it started out with the rebounding. It sets a tone.
Well, we've entered a time in basketball when everyone wants three-point shooters who can also defend. And Azurá Stevens really fits that mold. You know, at 6'6", she's got tremendous length, and she's able to just disrupt the opponent when they're taking shots.
Williams can't get it to go. Chicago with the ball. Quigley, Gray defending. Quigley gets the bucket.
The mid-range J, you don't see it a ton with all these new school basketball metrics, but Quigley shows it still has great value in the game.
And with Stevens on the offensive end, she's very effective at stretching the court.
It is incredible that 6'6" players like Stevens already have a three-point shot when they enter the league these days. You just have to love the direction the WNBA is going. Bigs like Stevens with tremendous skill.
Right side, Quigley. From downtown! But they recover it. He can't get that one. And it's the Sparks the other way. Here's Williams. That's good, and it's Candace Parker with the assist.
She has shot the ball exceptionally well as they've built this lead for themselves.
From deep alley, Quigley. Out of bounds, it'll be the Sparks ball. So it's the Sparks now.
Nice adjustment here with the full court press. They're trying to rattle the offense a bit.
Too long in the paint, and she's hit with a 3-second violation.
Timeout, timeout.
Well, for the Sky, the problem pretty easy to pick out. Just not a lot of tough defenders on this roster. Games they lose, they usually give up just too many easy buckets.
Timeout called the Sky.
They'd seen enough scoring in the paint and wanted to send a message to their team. Lock things up inside.
Yeah, you're right, Tim. I guarantee you this talk centers around cutting down on all those points coming against them in the paint.
And maybe it's more help. It's the front of player. They've got to try something.
Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes passed. Yep, that goes. And the defensive struggles of the Sky, something the team knows they need to fix.
Absolutely. The areas of concern are protecting the rim and challenging shooters, and they also have problems rebounding and closing out possessions. All in all, it doesn't make for an easy go for them on defense. The ball movement on this run has been fantastic, and it's a big part of why they've been able to get good looks.
Absolutely. The defense unable to react quickly enough to deal with their passing.
Pass to Stevens. Over Parker. And once again off the mark by Chicago.
Physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team, and that 10-rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Not to mention what it says on the scoreboard, they're really pushing them around.
Stevens, that's good.
Loves to grow and improve. Stevens is always looking to add another wrinkle to her game, and that catch and shoot's pretty deadly.
And the shot goes in.
And their shooting percentage continues to climb in the second half.
Well, as a group, they've been in total sync since the break. Good team basketball, and it's resulted in high-quality shots.
Very good adjustments at the half.
The defenders didn't really even get a sniff of her on that move to the iron.
Here's Ruffin Pratt. Gray outside. From long range. Stevens grabs the board.
You don't want to give up that kind of look often.
They're very lucky they didn't get burned.
And here's Allie Quigley outside. Drills the three-pointer.
Look, if you give her enough room outside, she's going to take advantage and more often than not knock down that shot.
Chelsea Gray for three. That's in, coming off an assist from Candace Parker.
She's pouring it on in the second half. Really a much better showing than she had before the break.
Bucket is good.
Well, if there's somebody open on the court with the same jersey on, Vandersloot will find her incredible court vision.
And these guys have had some good motion on offense. Nice assists.
When everybody's involved offensively, it's in a way helping you defensively too.
Beyond the arc. Candace Parker pulls it in.
She just hasn't looked right. She hasn't. And something is off with her mechanics, I think.
Gray with it. She's picked up by the Shields. Pass to Parker. Here's Ruffin Pratt. Parker defending. Clock at 4. Gray. Again, the Sparks good for 2.
A strong competitor who can score from multiple spots on the floor. Gray has a developed offensive game.
And Vandersloot gets it to go.
Perfect inbound pass and an easy 2 points.
Here's Gray. And she banks in the layup.
Quality court vision to find the open teammate. Parker's guard-like skills are just on full display.
And 3/4 of play in the books. This one's all but over already. The Sparks on top, delivering the blowout. And we're coming back in just a moment. Get ready for the 4th quarter of action when we return. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
Now, this was some artistry right here. Great decision on where to go with the ball and a perfect delivery.
And they'd love to see every possession end this way, Tim. It's true team basketball.
It's just so much fun to watch.
Welcome back. 4th quarter of action starting up in what has been a one-side show. And looking back at the new playoff format installed in 2016, what stands out most to you guys?
Yeah, I like how the top 8 teams make the postseason regardless of their conference. It's good for the players that they have more of an opportunity to make the cut. And it's great for the fans who now get to see the best 8 teams fight for a title.
Well, I like how there's now 4 playoff rounds instead of 3, and that teams get reseeded after every round. It makes the championship run more worthwhile for players and teams, while fans get more of the action they crave, and the reseeding helps reward the top teams for their hard work in the regular season.
Pass to Williams. Gulich. And she was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws for her. And that one misses.
And Candace Parker, undoubtedly one of the dominant bigs in the WNBA. And at 6'4", she has great footwork on the block and when going at the rim. And there's just no way to slow her down. And she has been a force in this league for years.
A big lead for them, both on the scoreboard and the rebounding column.
Well, rebounding has been a big key, asserting their will, and they've taken control.
Here's Johnson. Off target with the 3. With Parker, she gives you so much as a big down on the block.
It's not just the scoring and rebounding, Blake. She's also just a totally complete player, one of the best passers ever at her position. She's a star and one of the faces of the league.
Shot clock at 5. Here's Sykes. That shot off the mark. Azare Stevens with some nice D. Takes the 3. The rebound by Gray. Shoots over Williams. Offensive board. Williams can't get it to go.
There was not a ton of congestion in the lane, and she could have done better for sure. That's how to orchestrate for your teammate. Terrific pass.
And the Sparks with possession here. Anigwe. Good, and it's Chelsea Gray who picks up the assist.
Well, you watch her play. I think she enjoys the contact. Anigwe is so strong. You have to really nail her to stop her.
Man, they're in complete control.
Everything they're doing, it's been working out. Wow.
Chelsea Gray for three. Chicago with the rebound.
She may have been surprised to find herself so open, and maybe that's why she missed. Really careless turnover. That should have been the simplest of exchanges.
Over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. To the wing, right side. Gulic, Johnson defending. There's the three. Buries the triple. Wow! Here's Johnson. From deep three-point range. And here is Sykes. And the Sparks, another three.
Easiest way to do it sometimes is with the bounce pass.
Johnson outside. No good again that time. So it's the Sparks now. They've only given up 5 points here in the fourth quarter. Pass to Gulic. Fires from the line. And no good. And Chicago will come the other way. Here's Johnson. And she gets that one to go off the front iron. And this has been a one-sided affair.
Yeah, they've done a very nice job of extending their lead.
Wide open look. Again, the Sparks good for two. Here's Chicago now. Shoots the three. Anigwe grabs the board.
The defense has nothing to worry about out there with her shooting because she just can't dial it in from deep this half.
Pass to Sykes. Second chance shot. Anigwe's shot's good.
Relentless inside. Anigwe has that second burst after the board. A key quality for a big.
Johnson can't get it to go.
And she's missing shot after shot after shot from long range. And with time running out, I think it's time for her to try something else.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Clock at 6. Weiss. He's off from 3. Here's Copper. And foul called as she misses, and she's going to shoot 2 free throws. It's on Brittany Sykes. No good on the free throw. And the second free throw, good. And so it's the Sparks taking care of business in this one. They poured it on tonight. A dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
This game really a defining game for what they can do when they're playing at their best. Being here at home helps, but the execution anywhere was terrific.
So that's going to do it for this one, folks.